11 men you won't believe exist. Number 11. Paul Carrison. Paul Carrison was born like the rest of us without blue skin. But at the age of 43, this guy began taking colloidal silver or silver in liquid suspension. Now that might sound crazy to us now, and the FDA agreed banning the stuff in 1999 from use in over-the-counter drugs. But in the early 20th century, before the discovery of penicillin, silver was used as an antibiotic to fight bacterial infections. After taking silver in several forms for several years, Carrison noticed that his skin was taking on a bluish hue. But instead of stopping consumption, he continued to drink the stuff, saying that it helped him with his arthritis and cured his acid reflux, a claim he stood by for the rest of his life. Although his condition, named argyria, has been associated with organ failure, Carrison died at the age of 62 of causes doctors deemed unrelated to his skin or silver. Number 10. Wim Hof. In one of the most impressive feats we've ever heard of, Wim Hof, a Danish daredevil commonly labeled the Iceman, climbed 22,000 feet up Mount Everest dressed for the beach in only shorts and shoes. Born in 1959, for the last 2 decades, this guy's been claiming he can control his internal body temperature and immune system with only the power of his mind. And while that may seem impossible, Hof has the world records and scientific evidence to back it up. He has broken the world record for ice bath endurance 4 times, and 3 of those times he was the previous record holder. He's also climbed the tallest mountain in Africa wearing only shorts and run entire marathons above the Arctic Circle. While these feats may seem impossible, several scientific studies have recorded and verified Hof's ability to affect his cortisol and cytokines through concentration and meditation. Number 9. Alain Robert. Dubbed the human Spider-Man or the French Spider-Man by popular press, Alain Robert is famous for his climbing skills. But Robert isn't known for climbing mountains, but rather buildings. This guy has climbed over 60 skyscrapers, including the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, which is 2,717 feet tall. But as if this weren't impressive enough, Robert also suffers from partial paralysis as a result of a fall early in his career, which left him in a coma for 5 days. He said he's fallen a total of 7 times. He does many of his urban climbs without a harness, climbing gear, or permission from building owners. Robert is also an activist, climbing the New York Times building and unveiling a banner to draw attention to global warming. Number 8. Dede Kaswara. Take one look at the pictures of Dede Kaswara and you'll conjure up images of Ents and Groot. But Kaswara's condition and appearances are not the result of Hollywood CGI or fantasy tree race ancestry, but instead an incredibly rare immune deficiency has allowed the human papillomavirus to take over his body. The condition causes the excessive growth of warts from the extremities and other areas of the body. For now, Kaswara's treatment entails the surgical removal of up to 13 pounds of the warts, which grow back following surgery. Number 7. Junray Balawang. At only 59.93 centimeters or less than 2 feet tall, Junray Balawang holds the world record for the shortest man alive. Born in 1993, Balawang, now 22, stopped growing shortly after his first birthday. Doctors and other healthcare professionals speculate that Balawang's stunted growth is likely the cause of an endocrine imbalance and a severe lack of growth hormones. The son of a poor Indonesian blacksmith, Balawang was declared the shortest man alive on his 18th birthday and had quite the party. Who else can say that international journalists and photographers catalog their coming of age? Number 6. Mustafa Ismail. Popularly called the Egyptian Popeye, Mustafa Ismail holds the world record for the largest human biceps, measuring over 31 inches in circumference, which is roughly the waist size of a small man. Ismail told one reporter that he consumes 3 gallons of water, 7 pounds of protein, and 9 pounds of carbohydrates each day to maintain his muscle mass. The one thing he doesn't eat? Spinach. Critics of Ismail claim that he injected synthol, a synthetic oil, into his arms to inflate and engorge the muscles. But Ismail vehemently disputes and denies synthol use. Number 5. Lucky Diamond Rich. Lucky Diamond Rich is a famous street performer who holds the world record for the most tattooed individual. Guinness World Records states that Rich is 100% tattooed, which is impressive in and of itself. But this record really gets crazy when you consider just which parts of him have been tattooed. While his entire exterior body has been covered, Rich has also tattooed the inside of his cheeks, the inside of his eyelids, and most impressive and painfully, his foreskin. Several hundred tattoo artists have worked with Rich, and some estimate he's been under the needle for thousands of hours. Number 4. Tom Staniford. Tom Staniford is a British paracyclist who was named the 2011 National Paracycling Circuit Race Champion. Incredibly, despite his athletic accomplishments, Staniford is unable to effectively metabolize carbohydrates and possesses just 40% of the muscle mass of the average adult male. These conditions stem from the ultra-rare MDP syndrome, which has only 8 identified cases worldwide. The condition prevents him from storing any body fat whatsoever, which has led to hearing loss and type 2 diabetes. He is currently studying law on an academic and athletic scholarship. Number 3. Wang Shunkai. Wang Shunkai has the misfortune of holding the world record for the largest face tumor of any human, the result of neurofibromatosis, a condition which facilitates unfettered cell growth. Shunkai's facial tumor went untreated for some 30 years because his parents could not afford medical intervention. According to Shunkai himself, the tumor was once so large that he had to carry it with his hands when he walked around, and doctors blamed the weight of the tumor for stunting his growth in adolescence. Luckily, his condition was eventually treated by Chinese healthcare professionals in 4 surgeries, which removed a total of 21 kilograms of tumor tissue from his face, or about 46 pounds. Number 2. Nick Vujicic. Nick Vujicic is a motivational speaker and evangelist who seeks to encourage and inspire individuals with disabilities, and his nonprofit organization Life Without Limbs says it all. Born with phocomelia, a rare condition marked by the absence of all 4 limbs, Vujicic struggled with emotional, mental, and physical setbacks throughout adolescence. However, by 17, he realized that his disorder, rather than a misfortune, was an opportunity to inspire and motivate others. After graduating from college with a degree in financial planning and accounting, Vujicic began speaking before schools, churches, and corporate workforces, and has reached an estimated 3 million audience members in person alone. Number 1. Yu Jianwan. Yu Jianwan is the world record holder for the hairiest man in the world. The result of a rare, undiagnosed condition, 96% of Jianwan's body is covered in thick, ape-like hair. Although he has tried several times to surgically correct the condition, Jianwan has also embraced his unique disorder. In an online dating profile, he compared himself to King Kong, saying he has a big heart and a hairy exterior. He has even used the fame afforded by his status to further his career as a Chinese rock star. Subscribe for more videos.